I want you to picture something. You're in a room full of people. They know your name, they laugh at your jokes, they respond to your presence. Now imagine slowly removing yourself from that picture. Not physically, just mentally. One day, no one mentions you. Then a week passes, then a month. Your messages stop getting replies. Your name stops coming up. Even your photos stop being looked at. And here's the strange part. Nothing bad is happening to you, but it would still feel like something is quietly disappearing. Like you're still here, but no longer registered. So why does being forgotten feel almost like a threat? Not pain, not fear of death, something softer but heavier. Today, we're uncovering why humans fear being forgotten, what your mind thinks memory actually means, and why invisibility can feel worse than rejection. To understand this, don't think about psychology yet. Think about a simple moment. You tell someone a story and they forget it instantly. Not because it was unimportant, just because it didn't stick. Most people laugh it off, but something subtle changes in how you feel. It's not anger, it's a strange sense of, did I matter in that moment at all? Because being remembered is not just about memory, it's about impact. And humans quietly measure their existence through impact more than anything else. Here's a hidden truth most people don't notice. Your mind doesn't store your identity as a fixed object. It builds it through reflection. Every conversation you have, every reaction you get, every time someone remembers something about you, it all becomes evidence that you are real in the social world. Think of it like footprints in wet sand. You don't just walk once and disappear. You expect the ground to hold your shape for a while, because if there are no footprints, it feels like you were never there at all. That's why being forgotten doesn't feel neutral. It feels like erosion, slow, quiet, invisible. Now, here's where things get more interesting. Humans don't only want to be seen in the present. They want to survive in the memory of others, because memory is how you continue existing after a moment ends. Think of it like a book. Every interaction you have is a page, but if no one remembers the pages, the book still exists physically, yet it stops existing socially. That's why people hold on to compliments, conversations, even small acknowledgments, not because they are obsessed with attention, but because those moments become proof that they were once part of someone else's timeline. So if memory is so important, why does losing it feel so heavy? Because the human mind is not built for neutral absence. It treats disappearance as a signal, not danger in the loud sense, but disconnection. Imagine a radio slowly losing signal. At first, the voice is clear, then it becomes static, then silence. The radio isn't broken, but it no longer confirms there is a broadcast on the other side. Being forgotten works the same way. You're still on, but the feedback loop that tells you you exist in other minds starts fading, and the mind hates unresolved silence, so it starts filling in meaning. What changed? Did I do something? Did I stop mattering? Even when nothing actually happened. So why does this fear feel so deep? Because it's not really about being remembered as a name. It's about being remembered as a presence. Humans don't just want recognition in the moment. They want continuity. They want to feel like they leave traces that don't disappear too easily. Because without that continuity, your mind struggles with a quiet question. If I stop existing in someone's memory, did I fully exist in the first place? And that question is what creates the emotional weight. Not rejection, not loneliness, but uncertainty about lasting impact. So next time you feel that fear, that quiet thought about being forgotten, don't treat it like insecurity. Don't treat it like weakness. Treat it as something more human than that. A reminder that your mind was built not just to live in moments, but to try and leave echoes in other people's lives. Because humans don't only fear being alone, they fear being erased from the story completely. And now that you understand it, being remembered starts to feel less like validation and more like connection, continuing beyond presence.